Bobbie Gentry remains one of the most iconic and enigmatic figures in the world of country music. Known for her distinct sound and hauntingly beautiful lyrics, she made an unforgettable debut that resonated with millions around the world. But like so many legends in the music industry, Bobbie's journey was filled with challenges, competition, and a fair share of personal struggles. These obstacles eventually led to her sudden and mysterious departure from the music scene, leaving fans and the public puzzled. Despite her immense talent, very few have delved deep into the story of Bobbie Gentry, making her career even more intriguing. In this video, we're uncovering some amazing and lesser-known facts about Bobbie Gentry's life and legacy that will surely blow your mind. Hey, before we dive into today's exciting content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trust us, it'll bring you 3 years of good luck. We're all about building a fun, engaged community here, so we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below with "I subscribed," and we'll make sure to respond with a witty, fun comment just for you. We love interacting with our viewers, so don't be shy. Join the conversation and let's make this journey together even more enjoyable. Plus, who knows, maybe your comment will get featured next time. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. She got her first piano thanks to the family cow. Here's a surprising start to the story of a country music legend. Bobbie Gentry was born in Chickasaw County, Mississippi in 1942. From the very beginning, her life was filled with challenges. Her parents divorced when she was just a baby, and as a result, her mother moved with Bobbie to live on her grandmother's farm in California. It wasn't an easy life. There was no running water or electricity, and her family had limited resources to support her dreams of becoming a singer. But her grandmother, showing remarkable resourcefulness, came up with a clever solution. She traded one of the family cows for a neighbor's old piano. This piano would become Bobbie's gateway to music, and at just 7 years old, she composed her very first song, "My Dog Sergeant is a Good Dog." It was the humble beginning of a future that would eventually see Bobbie Gentry become one of country music's most unique voices. Her first duo performance was with her mother. When Bobbie was just 13 years old, her life took a significant turn. Her mother remarried, and they moved to Palm Springs, a change that would mark the beginning of a new chapter for both of them. Her mother, a talented singer in her own right, teamed up with Bobbie to form a duo group called Ruby and Bobbie Myers. Though their partnership was short-lived, the experience had a profound impact on Bobbie. It not only deepened her love for music, but it also gave her the chance to create her very first stage name, Ruby Gentry. This would be the name that would later define her career as she ventured into the world of entertainment, taking with her the lessons, passion, and confidence she gained from performing with her mother. Bobbie initially studied as a philosophy major. Despite her deep passion for music, Bobbie Gentry took an unexpected turn in her academic journey. She chose to study philosophy at UCLA, a decision that was practical given the uncertain financial prospects of a music career at the time. Philosophy seemed like a more stable field with better job opportunities. But that didn't mean Bobbie gave up on her love for music. She continued to perform at nightclubs and country clubs around Los Angeles, keeping her passion alive. Despite her profound passion for music, Bobbie Gentry took an unexpected path in her academic career. She chose to study philosophy at UCLA, a decision that was practical considering the uncertain financial future of a music career at the time. Philosophy appeared to be a more stable field, offering better job prospects. However, this did not mean that Bobbie abandoned her love for music. She continued performing at nightclubs and country clubs around Los Angeles, maintaining her connection to music. It was during these performances that she began to develop her unique style, combining elements of country, folk, and pop in ways that were fresh and innovative. These gigs also served as valuable networking opportunities, where she met key figures in the music industry who would later play a pivotal role in her rise to fame. It was during these performances that she caught the attention of some important figures, including the legendary entertainer Bob Hope. Known for his work as a comedian, actor, and singer, Hope became one of Bobbie's early supporters, helping to boost her confidence and visibility in the entertainment world. Abandoning philosophy for music. As Bobbie's passion for music grew, so did her following. Over time, she built up a small but dedicated fan base through her live performances, earning a modest income from her gigs. With the financial stability that her music provided, she made a bold decision. She dropped out of her philosophy studies and enrolled in the prestigious LA Conservatory of Music. As Bobbie's passion for music grew, so did her following. Over time, she developed a loyal fan base, many of whom were drawn to her authentic performances and unique sound. Her gigs, though modest, became a space for her to connect deeply with her audience, which fueled her desire to continue in music. With the financial stability her music provided, Bobbie was able to take a bold step. She made the difficult decision to leave her philosophy studies behind and enroll in the prestigious LA Conservatory of Music. At the conservatory, she found herself in a more structured environment, one that allowed her to refine her musical skills further. She focused on mastering music theory, composition, and arranging, critical areas that would help her build the musical foundation for her future career. This shift was transformative for Bobbie, and it marked the beginning of a more serious approach to her craft. There, she immersed herself in a more structured music education, focusing on arranging, music theory, and composition. This shift not only honed her technical skills, but also gave her the tools to craft her own unique sound, setting the foundation for her future success in the music industry. Meeting Jody Reynolds' first music release. In 1966, Bobbie Gentry experienced a defining moment that would play a crucial role in her musical career. She attended a Jody Reynolds concert at a small nightclub where the intimate setting allowed her to make a lasting impression on the artist. After the show, Bobbie, filled with determination and excitement, approached Reynolds and asked if she could sit in on one of his recording sessions. This bold move led to an invaluable opportunity for Bobbie, an introduction to the music industry. The two artists worked together, recording a couple of songs that would further shape Bobbie's artistic journey. Their collaboration marked the beginning of her connection to the professional music world and opened the door for future projects. She attended a Jody Reynolds concert at a small nightclub, and the intimate setting allowed her to make an impression on the artist. After the show, Bobbie approached Reynolds and asked if she could sit in on one of her recording sessions. This opportunity marked a key step in Bobbie's attempt to break into the music industry. The two artists recorded a couple of songs together, Stranger in the Mirror and Requiem for Life. While both tracks were released to the public, they failed to make an impact on the charts. Despite this, Bobbie's persistence in pursuing a music career continued, undeterred by the setbacks. Her journey was far from over, and she would soon find the breakthrough she was desperately working toward. First success with Ode to Billie Joe. In 1967, Bobbie made a pivotal decision to shift her focus from being a performer to pursuing a career as a songwriter. She poured her heart into crafting her first professional song, Ode to Billie Joe, a haunting ballad based on a true event in which a man named Billie Joe McAllister allegedly jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge across the Mississippi River. The song delved into the complexities of the human psyche, exploring themes of mystery, grief, and the often hidden struggles people face. However, Bobbie soon realized that hiring a professional singer to record the song would be too costly for her at that time. So in an unexpected turn, she decided to sing it herself. Her raw, emotional delivery struck a chord with listeners, and it didn't take long for producer Kelly Gordon to recognize her unique talent. Impressed by her voice and songwriting ability, Gordon signed her to Capitol Records in the same year, marking the beginning of a successful career in the music industry. Bobbie had found her voice not only as a songwriter, but as an artist in her own right. Her single, Mississippi Delta. Bobbie Gentry's breakthrough in the music industry came with the release of her first single, Mississippi Delta. Unlike the hauntingly dark ode to Billie Joe, Mississippi Delta was crafted to appeal to a more mainstream audience of the time, with a commercial sound that was designed to quickly capture listeners' attention. The strategy paid off, as the single gained considerable traction, sparking demand for a full album. In 1967, Bobbie released her debut album, Ode to Billie Joe, and it was met with widespread acclaim. The album was a critical success and received 3 Grammy Awards that same year, including Best New Artist, Best Record, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. These accolades marked the beginning of a meteoric rise for Bobbie Gentry, solidifying her place as one of the most unique and influential figures in country music. Her distinctive voice and songwriting talent, combined with her ability to break barriers, ensured her place in music history. The Delta Suite and continued rise to fame. In 1968, Bobbie Gentry made her mark on the international stage by participating in the prestigious Sanremo Italian Song Festival, further expanding her fan base across the globe. Her unique sound and captivating performances sparked increasing interest, and soon, a growing number of international fans were eager to see her live on stage. It was during this period that Bobbie began working on her second album, The Delta Suite, an ambitious project that would showcase her deep connection to her Southern roots and her evolving musical talent. The Delta Suite was almost entirely conceived and performed by Bobbie herself, showcasing not only her songwriting abilities, but her versatile skills as a composer and musician. The album was a deeply personal reflection of her upbringing, drawing on the sounds and stories of the Mississippi Delta, and was infused with the rich cultural heritage she had long cherished. The lyrics and melodies were a raw emotional expression of her childhood experiences, her connection to the land, and her reflections on life. It marked a significant creative milestone in Bobbie's career. However, the release of the Delta Suite brought with it a harsh lesson about the realities of the music industry. Despite Bobbie's central role in its creation, writing, composing, and performing the majority of the tracks, much of the credit for the album went to Kelly Gordon, the in-house producer at Capitol Records. This was a bitter blow for Bobbie, who had poured her heart and soul into the album. The industry's tendency to overlook the artist in favor of the producer was a hard pill to swallow, especially for someone like Bobbie, who had always viewed her music as an extension of herself. The fact that her contributions were overshadowed left her feeling disillusioned and frustrated, though she continued to pour her passion into her work. This experience was a wake-up call for Bobbie, marking the beginning of her realization about the complexities and often unfair dynamics of the music business. Second disappointment in the industry and patchwork. During this period of rapid rise in her career, Bobbie Gentry continued to impress audiences with her performances around the world. In 1968, she caught the attention of the BBC, who invited her to host a variety show on BBC Two. This made her the first woman ever to host such a show, a groundbreaking achievement at the time. However, despite her significant role in the show's success, the credit was unfairly given to the producer, Stanley Dorfman. This marked a turning point in Bobbie's career, as the lack of recognition for her hard work left her disillusioned and shaken. The blow to her confidence and belief in the music industry had a lasting impact. Her subsequent albums, Local Gentry, 1968, Touch 'Em With Love, 1969, and Fancy, 1970, failed to replicate the success of Ode to Billie Joe, and none of them achieved the same level of commercial or critical acclaim. The once ambitious and creative spirit of Bobbie Gentry was dampened, and her pursuit of success in the industry seemed to lose its momentum. This period marked the beginning of a shift in Bobbie's relationship with the music world, one that would eventually lead to her mysterious withdrawal from the spotlight. Mysterious disappearance from the music industry. Bobbie Gentry's abrupt exit from the music industry is often described as mysterious, leaving many fans and critics puzzled. However, when we look closer at the challenges and disappointments she faced throughout her career, her disappearance becomes less surprising. After years of navigating the complexities of the music business, Bobbie chose to wait until her contract with Capitol Records expired in 1977. This period marked a turning point in her career as she sought greater creative freedom. Following her departure from the label, Bobbie released a few singles independently, but by then her passion for performing and being in the public eye had started to fade. Her final public appearance came on April 30th, 1982, at the Academy of Country Music Awards, where she attended as a guest. After that event, Bobbie Gentry withdrew completely from the spotlight. She never performed again, nor did she grant any more interviews. Her sudden retreat from public life left fans longing for an explanation, but it seemed as though Bobbie had simply chosen to step away from the world that had once celebrated her. She now lives a very private life near Memphis, Tennessee, far from the spotlight that once shone so brightly on her. Bobbie Gentry's story is one of great talent, overcoming personal and professional challenges and leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate in the world of music. Have you heard Bobbie Gentry's story? Which of her songs do you find most captivating? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the next video in this series to discover more intriguing tales from the world of music.